I'd like to thank all of you for your willingness to make a difference and to hear about the difference that Sensorium Theatre is making in the lives of children with disabilities. We're from WA and we are Australia's only theatre company making live shows specifically designed for young audiences with disabilities. A lot of the children we work with have profound and multiple disabilities. This means that they might not be able to walk, they may have trouble moving at all, and for a lot of them communication can be difficult. For many of them, just getting through how best to get through each day is the main focus of their lives. And that's where Sensorium Theatre comes in. We spark the imaginations of these kids to stimulate creative responses in their lives. We literally ignite their senses using touch and taste and smell and live music and puppetry to bring stories to life around them in our purpose-built, highly interactive sets where they're on stage with us for the whole show. It's kind of like theatre as hands-on storytelling, so that when it rains in our shows, the kids literally get wet, or when a magic flower blooms, they can smell its scent, and the kids love it. For many of them, it's the first time they've really been able to follow a story and have that universal experience of getting caught up and swept away by a story. And we love providing it for them. What's doubly gratifying is that time and time again, these children, their parents, their teachers, the circle of care around them are witnessing the positive impact that stimulating their imaginations can have on these kids' lives. We've had therapists say to us, we've been working with Josh for a year on getting him to extend his arm, and you've been with him for a week and you've got him reaching out to pat your animal puppets. Or teachers saying to us, Kyle's autism is so severe that we can only work with him in 5 to 10 minute bursts, and you guys have got him engaged for an hour at a time. One of the most profound aha moments for our company was working with a young 12-year-old girl called Hannah. Hannah's particular set of disabilities means that while she's mobile, she's never really been able to talk, which can be difficult. But what's even trickier with Hannah is that she has this totally blank face that doesn't register any emotions. To be honest, a lot of people in Hannah's world weren't really sure just how much was getting through to her or not. We'd been working with Hannah and her classmates for a week in a series of what we call embedding workshops leading up to the performance of our show, The Jub Jub Tree. And we'd come to Hannah's school and set up our sensory forest, and Hannah, in her own way, had been participating. On the day of the performance, Hannah sat there with a blank face, watching the story of 3 hungry animals who decide to plant a magical tree so they can eat its yummy marshmallow fruit. And there's a point in the story where greedy donkey has eaten the leaves of the tree before it's ready, and so the whole audience has to wait even longer for the fruit to ripen. And we always have a bit of fun with the kids at this point, getting the other animals to accuse them of eating the leaves. So we say, who ate the leaves from the Jub Jub tree? Was it Jasmine? Was it you, Robbie? When we asked, was it Hannah, everything stopped. Hannah stood up in her seat, glaring at us all, and strode across the stage to point at Donkey. All the adults in the room's jaws dropped. Hannah was an active participant in what was going on around her, which she later confirmed by eating as many marshmallows as she could. So this is the work we're doing, as well as continuing to grow the company. With the support we've received over the last 5 years, we've managed to create a sustainable social enterprise, and we plan to keep on doing this. We want to enhance the quality of life of children with disabilities around Australia. And on that note, we're excited to announce tonight that this year we'll be taking our show Odyssey to the Sydney Opera House and the Melbourne Arts Centre. They're determined to show the whole country, through partnering with us, just what access to quality, relevant arts experiences can look like for these kids. So far in WA, we've managed to work one-on-one with 1,000 individual audience members. But as you can imagine, working the way we do is labour and cost intensive. So we've developed a new way to deliver our performances and residencies that'll see us get to work with 3 times as many kids than we currently reach. We want to trial this new model here in Perth first so that we can ensure that it'll still provide the same benefits to our audiences. But what we really need and what we want to do and tonight, with your support, what we want to do is trial this season. And this trial season will enable us to triple the number of groups we would previously reach for the same cost. I want to quickly, hopefully, leave you with one last image, an image of an older girl called Ali that we met at a residency in Bunbury. Ali's really complex autism means that she rarely ever talks and tends to avoid human contact. Ali turned 18 on the day of our performance, and she brought her mum along, and they sat under the leaves of our forest watching the show with Ali kind of snuggled up to her mum's shoulder, drinking it all in. And afterwards, Ali's mum said, "I can't thank you enough. That's the first time in Ali's life she's ever cuddled up to me like that." Together with your support, we can reach 3 times as many kids like Ali and Hannah and Josh and Kyle for a third of the cost. We'd love you to help us do this.